What's up, y'all? Did y'all see Love and Hip Hop Atlanta Season 3, Episode 9? If not, I will put the link down below. I might get it from a website. I might upload it myself. If I upload it myself, it might just be pointed at the TV. So, I'm going to do what I can do for y'all, alright? Don't be picky. So, they first start off with Jocelyn and Althea is talking. I did come in a little late, couple minutes late on this. But I guess Althea had some songs she played for Jocelyn. And, you know, when I came in, Jocelyn and Althea was sitting there talking about how Jocelyn basically knows Althea got a pass. And you know, Althea's like, well, do you know something I don't know? And, you know, she's like, yeah, I know a lot of things that you don't know. So it's like, I wonder, do Jocelyn know that Althea smashed the homies? Yeah, that's it. She smashed Stevie J. And Mimi was actually right. You know, I didn't know whether Mimi was right or she was making shit up, but it came off the horse's mouth, honey. So, then they, it's Kalina and Carly, and they're sitting there talking about how, you know, Kalina's best friend, since they was in high school, whatever, she's so attracted to her, she thinks she's beautiful, and she was with her when Kalina was going through this thing with being with a girl or being with a boy, and Kalina's dream is to always have a husband and a wife, but of course, it don't work like that here in the U.S. So, Carly is listening. She's like, wow, like, you do threesomes with your best friend? She's like, yep, she about to come to town. And Carly's like, wow, like, you know, I'm kind of curious. I'm living vicariously through you. And she's like, are you living vicariously? Or do you want to be in the bed curiously with us? You know, Kalina is trying to bring, she's trying to, you know, spit some game on Carly, get her ass in the bed with her and her husband. And Carly's like, well, is Ashley going to be okay with that? That's Kalina's. I'm sorry, I'm keep trying to fix my scarf. Kalina is like, well, I don't know if Ashley's going to be okay with that. Ashley is Kalina's best friend that, you know, they smashed. So, you know, I'm looking at Carly like, for real, Carly? Ain't you moved past the age where your ass is curious? She's like, ooh, really? Like, she's really, like, curious. I don't know what's wrong with Carly. Carly pushing 50, you know, just, I don't know. Even though everybody don't go through that shit where they curious, no matter what age they are. They know what the fuck they want. So, I couldn't believe Carly, I'm sorry. So, they go on, and it's Kirk and Rashida in the bed, and they kissing and stuff like that. And basically, Rashida and Kirk has made the decision that they're going to work their marriage out now. And that she wants the whole family to just be good with each other. She wants Kirk to work out the issues he has with her mother. And he's like, well, I'll work it out for you. For you, I would do that. I'm glad that they want to work it out. I think it's great if you can actually forgive someone for that shit. But, as long as they learned their lesson. But, yeah, I don't know if Miss Charlene's gonna take it too well. So, we'll see about that, won't we? So then, Kalina tells her husband, Tony, that, as a matter of fact, they own the studio. Let me say that. They own the studio and they live in their studio. They have a bed and everything in the studio, kitchen, all that. So they got it set up. So Kalina comes in and she pulls her husband and they go to their bedroom and Kalina tells him that Ashley's coming to town. And he's like shaking his head like this is bad news. He's like, do you really think that you need to be, messing around with Ashley right now when you supposed to stay focused on this work that we doing? We got a project we need to finish. And she's like, well, I can stay focused on this project and I can turn up with Ashley. And he's like, he doesn't believe. He says that Ashley is a party girl and that all Kalina's focus is going to be on her. He actually said that the last time Ashley was there, that they missed 3 days out on the work and shit that they was doing because they was too busy fucking around with Ashley. So, Kalina asked him, well, I know you excited about Ashley coming, and he's like, yeah, you sure right, I'm excited. I got some tricks for her in my sleeve. I'm like, well, I'm glad they can't laugh about this shit, because I don't think that shit is funny. Especially if you're going to be, somebody that's cool with threesomes in your marriage and shit like that. It's like, do you think having your best friend is the best idea? But I guess she lives out of town, so she ain't got to really worry about them messing around on the side or whatever. So, they go and Jocelyn and Stevie is in the studio. Jocelyn is performing some song called El Negro. And, Stevie keeps having her do it over and over again. She's like, why? Why do I keep doing this over and over again? Like, it was perfect. He's like, it ain't perfect. I'm the one with the Grammy here. It's not perfect. And I wasn't feeling the song, but I kind of like the beat. Maybe Stevie ain't lost all his touches with beats. So they get out and talk, and Jocelyn asks Stevie, can she do a showcase? She feels that she's ready. She feels that she's ready right now. And he's like, okay, well, I guess so. And she's like, okay, well, we started looking for dances on Friday, and it's like, oh, you got all this set up, huh? And he's like, all right, I'll go check out the dancers with you. So then, it's Althea and Rashida. Althea and Rashida has met up at some restaurant. Rashida said that she knew Althea from she was in her bubblegum video. And she hasn't kept in touch with Althea, but when she heard that Althea and Benzino was an item, she said she'd hit her up, to be nosy, basically. So, her and Althea's talking, and Rashida's like, yeah, it's crazy that you and Benzino together. How y'all get together? And Althea tells her, and she's like, well, does he know about your past? Like, 'cause you dated a lot of people in the industry. And it's like, I guess her name really was Althea, because it really does sound like she gets around a lot. So, Althea's like, yeah, I've dated a lot of people in the music industry, but, it's not as many people as people think. And Rashida gave her the side eye, like, like, bitch, who you fooling? I know you. For real, Althea's a trip. But I can tell Rashida, like, I know who you been fucking with. Then Althea's in her 101 confessional or whatever. And she like, yeah, I dated a lot of people in the music industry, but it was never singers or rappers. I only messed with bosses and executives. Though I'm not mad at you for that, you sound like a gold digger. I'm gonna keep it real with you. So, Rashida basically tells Althea, look, I know you date a lot of people, but if there's some things that you need to be honest with Benzino about, you need to tell him, instead of him hearing it from somebody else. And then Althea's like, well, there is one thing, that has something to do with somebody, and, I don't know if he knows. And Rashida's like, well, you should just tell him. Now, I don't know if Rashida been messy or she really looking out for her because she know how out thick is down. So, anyways, they done with that scene. So, it's now Ariane and Mimi, and they're in the car. And Mimi is in the car saying that, you know, I'm glad that you coming to work out with me. Anytime I tried to take Nico to go work out, he used to try to kill me with all the workout. And you know, I was doing laundry the other day, and I happened to go through his stuff, and I see that he got makeup and stuff on his blouse. So, you know, I told him he should get his own spot. And so Ariane's like, so you kicked him out? She's like, yeah. And then she was like, okay. Now Mimi look me in my face and tell me, do you still love him? And then she was like, sure. She was like, no, I'm serious. And Mimi pulled over or whatever. And she's like, yeah, I love him. And Ariane's like, you know, he wasn't good for you. Do you realize that you keep picking these same type of people? And Mimi's like, yeah, I like what I like. And it's like, Mimi, stop that stupid shit. I like what I like. What you like has always been hurting you. So you need to work on that, boo-boo. I don't know what's going on with you. So, Ariane tells Mimi that, you know, he's using you. I don't like you being with people that uses you. And Mimi's like, well, how do you think he's taking advantage of me? And she was like, for one, the sex tape. And Mimi's like, well, do you think that he set up the sex tape on purpose? And Ariane's like, yes. Yes, he did set it up. You know, he wouldn't have did the sex tape without you. And Mimi acting like she don't understand. And it's like, girl, you understand. He needed to do it with somebody that had a name out there so he can get some recognition. Stop it, okay, Mimi? You know better. You know better. So I don't know what's wrong with Mimi. Ariane, honey, I don't know how you do it. You sit there, you know, you had to deal with Mimi and Stevie for years. Now you got to deal with Mimi and Nico. Let that, you know, shit. Maybe she just needs to learn the hard way. It seems like she like it. Alright, so now they at the dance audition for Jocelyn's showcase coming up, and she want a strip pole at her showcase. It's like, really? Do you really think that's a good idea? Can't you evolve from being a stripper? But I don't know what's going on. She said she want dancers and strippers. Miss, I don't know where Jocelyn get all her ideas from. Like, I don't know what she be thinking. A lot of stuff she be thinking is good ideas and it's not. But, you know, I would like to see how the outcome was before I totally just judge the whole situation, because maybe she's very creative and we just can't see that, and and that she actually had a great idea and it came to life. So she auditioning dancers and she giving them the eye like, you know, oh, you just my type. How are you? How old are you? And the one girl was like, I'm 22. She's like, okay. Like, you so cute. You should be a dancer. Like, spitting games on them. I mean, telling her she should be a stripper, but just spitting game on them like she, you know, trying to give Stevie that threesome real soon. So, they get, you know, strippers come in. Some of the strippers, you know, they ask them. Some of them was big. One girl was a big girl or whatever. And Jocelyn asked her, what can you do? She's like, well, I can dance on the pole. She's like, you can dance on the pole? Let me see you. And that girl got on the pole and went upside down. She fell a little bit, but she got her shit together. Jocelyn and Stevie was loving it. They actually was looking at them damn strippers and dancers like they was fresh meat. So, let's move on from that. You know, they'll probably pick one of them for their threesome. Alright, so Ariane goes up to the gym to talk to Nico. And he's like, hey, what you doing here? You ain't got no gym clothes on. And she's like, cause I ain't trying to work out. I'm trying to talk to you. And he's like, okay. And she's like, so what's going on with you and my friend? He was like, nothing. We excellent. We great. And then she was like, I know you full of shit. He's like, okay, so what she tell you? And she's like, well, she tells me that she's not happy, especially about this tape. When this tape comes out, it's going to be really hard for her. And he's basically like, well, she going to get over it. So it's like, damn, Nico, you don't even give a fuck. Like, really? But that's to be expected, I guess. And she's like, you know, what would make you do this? Like, I know you licked it. And he's like, I didn't lick it. It's like, we can tell you lying. Okay, really? And he goes on to tell her that she's not a good friend. She's like, what are you talking about? How am I not a good friend? Because I ain't been here. I've been a good friend every time. And he was saying that, you know, you jealous of Mimi, and that you want to capitalize off of her, basically everything that he is, and you trying to move in a house with her. And she's like, what are you talking about? I got my own. I work off my own. I don't work with her, you know. And she was like, every time she gets into it with one of you sucker ass guys, basically, she comes and stay at my house. So what are you talking about? And Nico was just on some straight bullshit. We all know you full of it. I forgot to mention earlier in the thing, now they fucked up with their editing because they can't keep it in line. Nothing is in order. It's all out of order. They put shit all together just to make sure that the episode is extra juicy. So, earlier, Mimi and Don and Nico had met together, and Mimi claimed that was, she hadn't seen him since she had kicked him out the house. And he's like, well, you know, I know you mad or whatever, but we need to get this shit together and make money. She's like, well, we can't do nothing if we ain't working on our relationship. And Don's like, well, I understand where you're coming from, but, you know, you need to just understand that you need to focus on what's important right now and, you know, making this a big thing or whatever. And Nico's like, yeah, because they gonna love it, and then when they love it, then they gonna get a sequel. And Mimi's like, this ain't gonna be no fucking sequel. It's like, why don't you understand? Why don't you understand that he's no good for you? He is truly no good for you at all. And that should be your proof right there that he leaked the tape. He's talking about it should be a sequel. And all he's saying is, we need to get to the money. We need to get to the money. That's all he about. Let him go, honey. So, they go into Kalina. They go on the scene with Kalina. And Kalina and her little friend or whatever, Ashley, she just picked them up. They had red lights acting the damn fool. They jump out the car shaking their ass. I'm like, yeah, I see what her husband was talking about. She is not going to be able to focus with that chick there. Because she really off the hook. And, you know, they go home or whatever. And they eating and stuff like that. And, you know, Tony's excited. And Kalina tells Ashley that, well, I told him that all three of us was going to sleep in the same room. So how do you feel about that? And then she was like, no. She was like, no, not going to happen. And Tony's face dropped like he was so disappointed. And oh my gosh. He was so disappointed. I hope you all see that. But Kalina's like, oh wow. And, you know, in her confessional, she was like, well, I guess Ashley just wanted me to herself. And she wasn't trying to share. And that's what it was, honey, because they left and went upstairs and didn't give a fuck about Tony. Okay? So then we go on to Althea and Benzino. Althea set candlelight up and wine and cheese and crackers. She can't even get him no damn real food. She set up some cheese and crackers and he like, oh, what's this all for? And then she was like, I feel like you not being all the way real with me. And he's like, what are you talking about? I'm always real with you. And then she was like, Stevie ain't tell you nothing? He was like, no. And then she was like, okay, well, me and Stevie slept together once. I was like, well, damn, ain't that the bomb to drop? He was like, what? Like, putting his hands all on his head like he didn't want to hear this. And then she was like, well, I thought you knew because I thought he would have told you, or you had saw me in the studio with him. He had called me over and said, come to the studio. So I was like, okay, and you was there. So, you know, this was before, you know, me and you, so I thought you would have known, like. And he's like, well, look, I never asked because I didn't want to know. It's like, don't ask, don't tell. So why would you even drop this bomb on me? And she's like, well, I just figure since I'm going to be your wife one day that I should just be open, you know, honest and open all out with you. And he's like, I didn't want to hear this. I didn't want to know this at all, that you slept with my best friend. I don't want to know all that. And she got an attitude with him. It's like, you slept with Stevie and didn't tell him. But anyways, I don't feel that bad for him because Benzino knew and didn't say a damn thing. So, anyway, but we're going to go on, and the next they show Benzino coming out the house and getting in his car. And he said that he got a call from his father, and his father was crying, and that his mother died. And, you know, he's basically on TV just bawling his eyes out right now. He said, you know, I have to go, and this is a lot for me. I have to drive back to Boston. And I'm like, oh, I feel bad for him. He's like, I feel bad for anybody that ever lost their mother, you know. This is really hard for me. And that was a sad moment. Another sad moment for this season. But they're gonna have next episode, everybody knows Benzino's gonna get shot. So they keeping it interesting, but they definitely playing the shit out of us with this editing because they putting stuff that happened months apart in one episode and messing with us. So we know what you up to, Mona Scott. Okay? Alright, that's it for this episode. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at Jazz Chapman, and that is it. Peace.